want to thank the Secretary of State, Condoleezza for joining me. I also want to thank Deputy Secretary of State Bob Zoellick. The government of Sudan and the largest rebel group signed an agreement and took a step toward peace. Many people worked hard for this achievement. Particularly grateful for the leadership of President Obasanjo of Nigeria and President Sassou-Nguesso of Congo. Deputy Secretary Zoellick told me of their really fine work, and I had the honor of calling both of them and to thank them over the phone the other day. Very important role in setting up a peace agreement between the government of Sudan and Second, America and other nations must work quickly to increase security on the ground in Darfur. In the short term, the African Union forces in Darfur need better capabilities. So America is working with our NATO allies to get those forces immediate assistance in the form of planning, logistics, intelligence support, and other help. And I urge members of the alliance to contribute to this effort. They burned homes and farms and poisoned wells. They stole land to graze their own herds. About 200,000 people have died from conflict, famine, and disease. And more than 2 million were forced into camps inside and outside their country, unable to plant crops or rebuild their villages. I've called this massive violence an act of genocide because no other word captures the extent of this tragedy. The Janjaweed continued to attack the camps and rape women who ventured outside the... America is the leading provider of humanitarian aid. And this year alone, we account for more than 85% of the food distributed by the World Food Program in Sudan. But the situation remains dire. The World Food Program has issued an appeal for funds necessary to feed 6 million people over the next several months. The United States has met our commitment, but other major donors have not come through. As a result, this month, the World Food Program was forced to cut rations by half. So I proposed in the emergency supplemental before Congress to increase food aid to Sudan by another $225 million. 1,200 from the region has done all it can to keep order. In a recent audio tape, Osama bin Laden attacked American efforts in Sudan and urged his followers to kill international peacekeepers in Darfur. Once again, the terrorists are attempting to exploit the misery of fellow Muslims and encourage more death. Once again, America and other responsible nations are fighting misery and helping a desperate region come back to life. And once again, the contrast could not be more clear.